All the investments in the market are subject to your own risk. This channel is not liable to the losses you make. In this video, we are going to look which is the best brokerage firm and the most convenient brokerage firm for you, and what are the things you should look before opening an account with a particular brokerage firm operating in India. Full service broking firms. If you are an investor and you are not doing intraday trades and you are not doing regular trades, you can open your account with full service broking firms like ICICI Direct, HDFC, Kotak, Integrated, Motilal, Angel Broking, etc. These full service broking firms provide you more services than stockbroking, like mutual fund, advisory services, bonds, insurance, etc. And they spread their branches all over India, and they provide franchise opportunities. Their office premises are located even in rural areas. So, if you are an investor, you can prefer full service broking firms. These broking firms offer you more safer depository services. For example, Integrated Enterprises won prestigious awards in depository services in the past years. Discounted broking firms. If you are an intraday trader or if you are a regular trader, if you do 2 or more trades in a week, then you can prefer discounted broking firms. Mostly they use online accounts. And Zerodha Upstocks, these two you can prefer as they have franchise offices in metro cities only. So if you are an intraday trader and if you want to generate large volumes of trade in intraday, you can prefer discounted broking firms. Zerodha, Upstocks, 5 Paisa, and these are the discounted broking firms operating in India. And I personally prefer Zerodha and Upstocks. Till now, they have given a good service, so you can prefer those. Bank broking services. So this is nothing but the same bank operator under the same name operating a securities or broking firm in India, a bank broking services. We have ICICI Bank. With the linked, we have ICICI Securities, HDFC Bank, HDFC Securities, Axis Bank, Axis Direct, and Kotak Bank with Kotak Securities. So, what is the benefit of opening an account with these firms? For example, if you open an account in HDFC Securities, you don't need to transfer all the time your balance to your broking account. You can just hold your balance in your savings account, and if you have HDFC Bank linked with HDFC Securities, and they will give the limits basing on the amount in your savings bank. You don't need to transfer the amount to the brokerage unit regularly, and the loss if you face it means they will cut the debit, and the profit they will generate means they will credit to your account. So the main benefit of these firms is you do not transfer regularly to your broker's account. You can hold your balances in your bank accounts, and they can be treated as a balance in a broker's account as well. These balances are used only for intraday trades. And if you want to do a delivery trade, even it is linked with the same bank and the same security operator, you should compulsory transfer your balances. If you do intraday with the same banking and the same securities, you do not need to transfer. The benefit for intraday traders. This is how your funds will be transferred. So from bank account, you will transfer your funds to your trading account, and for trading account, you will buy and sell shares in the stock exchange, and if you buy shares, they will be credited to your demat account from your trading account. Now we look at the charges that are applied while doing transaction in share market. Brokerage charges, exchange transaction charges, clearing charges, SEBI turnover fees, GST, STT, stamp duty. All the remaining are same for any brokerage firm. Only brokerage charges varies between different broking firms. All the remaining will be collected by the government and they will be same in every broking firm. So you should look only the brokerage charge collected by a brokerage firm and in what percentage they are collecting the brokerage charges. You should look before opening a brokerage demat account with your broking firm. Zero brokerage. So nowadays, many firms are placing their ads which charge zero brokerage. So if you see such an ad, don't open blindly a demat account with those firms. So there will be a small star mark and there will be written down terms and conditions applied. So you read the terms and conditions, and if you have any doubt in the terms and conditions, you ask that broker. There will be many hidden charges. So there will be maintenance charges, DP charges, transaction charges, and there will be many hidden charges that they will not mention. They will only put a star mark and they will say zero brokerage. So you ask your broker what will be the maintenance charge and how they are collecting. Are they collecting yearly, quarterly, monthly, or how they are collecting their maintenance charge? And what are the opening charges of your account? So ask them clearly what will be the DP charges. So you ask all the questions to them. There will be many hidden charges. So don't open by just seeing that there will be zero brokerage. The hidden charges will vary from one broking firm to another. So you just compare every charge and you pick the best low charge broking firm. DP charge. So many of the people asked me what are these DP charges faced in my transactions in my ledger. So what is the DP charge? DP charges are collected by depository and depository participants combinedly. So some of the DP charges will go to NSDL and CDSL and some of the DP charges will be collected by the broking firms. So you ask your broking firm before opening an account what is the DP charge you are charging. So you compare between the different firms and you will get the best DP charge broking firm. And this DP charge will be collected only for delivery position. It will be not collected for intraday trades and F&O trades. Only if you buy equity shares today and if you want to sell tomorrow or some other time, the DP charges will be charged for equity shares and mutual funds. So it will not be collected for intraday and F&O trades. It will be only collected for positional trades. You don't need to pay the DP charge when you buy your shares. Finally, the DP charge will be paid every time you sell your shares. The next thing you should see before opening an account with brokerage firm is how are the limits and they are providing for intraday traders. So, what is a limit? And there's some will call as margin exposure. So, what is the limits? So, if you are holding 5,000 of cash, you can do an intraday trade of 50,000 or even more than that. So they are called limits. You don't need to pay 50,000 for intraday trades. You can have 5,000 in your account and you can do trades worth more than 50,000. So that is called margins or limits. So they are helpful for intraday traders to do or generate a higher volumes of trades and to take higher profits. Usually the discounted broking firms like Zerodha and Upstocks will provide higher limits for intraday traders. So if you are an intraday trader and you want higher limit, prefer Zerodha and Upstocks. Presence of office. I personally prefer to open a demat or trading account with a broking firm that has an office premises or at least franchise in your area or nearby you. So please prefer the broking firms which have office premises in your area. So it will be very easy and convenient for you. If you face any problems, you can go to their office and complain and the response will be good. Customer service. So this is the very important thing you should look before opening an account with a particular broking firm. So how their customer services are, and you ask your friends or you see the feedback in the websites and how the customers are giving the feedback about the customer service given by a broking firm. So the customer service includes the generation of EC, and that is electronic contract notes. So they will be sent for the trade confirmation, and how are the customer complaints dealt. So if you have an online account, you just call to the call centers or the service centers and you just register your complaint and how much time it will take to deal with the customer complaints. So are they responsive or not? So many of people are now saying the online customer services are somehow poor in some broking firms. So you please refer your friends and ask them if they have any accounts, so how the customer services are. So I personally prefer with the Zerodha as a discounted broking firm. The customer service is good, and coming to the full service broking firms, the customer service will be always better. So they have office premises everywhere, so the customer service will be better, and they have speed rectifications if the feedback is given by the customers. Updated software. These days, most of the traders or investors are doing trading through their mobile apps or through their laptop screens. So the companies are providing updated software versions. So you find the best versions. There should be no glitches. They should be not too slow. You find the simple and convenient and customer friendly mobile app providers. So the software is very important to deal with the trading. So you ask your broker before opening an account how the graphs are being updated, how the prices are being updated. So you ask them. So they are very important software updates. You should ask them and choose your broking account. In discounted broking firms, I prefer Zerodha, Upstocks, 5paisa. These are providing good mobile app and laptop screen softwares. And coming to full service broking firms, Angel Broking, ICICI Direct, Axis Direct, Kotak. So these are providing good screens, and Motilal Oswal, the laptop screens is also good. If you are already having a Demat account with your broking firm, please comment your feedback and how your broking firm was doing. Please do like, subscribe, share, and press the bell icon for the further updates.